To start getting all the bows, you must fill up 3 dragons. The first is at the courtyard, which you need 8 souls to fill, on the right side of the spawn room. The second one is at the undercroft, next to where you put all of the upgraded bows. Again, 8 souls, and fill that one up. And the last one is up in the church, where you can put a buildable table next to Speed Cola. Once you have filled all 3 with 8 souls, you can then grab the bow. For Storm Bow, you need to start off by shooting this top area, and then grab the broken bow. Then you're going to want to shoot all 3 of the bonfires with your bow, as I show right now. That first one's really easy. The second one, though, you got to make sure you watch out for zombie spawns and aim a little bit higher than what the mountain is, and you should be able to get it. And then the last one, if you aim between those 2 mountains and tap fire, you should be able to get it. Now you need to also turn on the anti-gravity in the undercroft area by standing on all 4 of these pedestals. Once you have done that, you cannot drop onto the floor, and you must hit all 5 of these symbols on the wall. You can use the BO3 exo movement to move around, but you cannot touch the ground. If you do, you must go again or wait for another anti-grav. But once you're done all of that, you now need to go back to your bonfires, and you will find these electrical urns, which take 5 souls each to charge up. Charge up your bow, and then walk as I do all the way to the hard spot, and then go again and shoot that bonfire with the electricity. And if it has the electricity in the fire, you've done it correctly. Now come back to the other side where the buildable table is and the wonder sphere. Get 5 souls, charge up your bow, take the wonder sphere, and then aim slightly above the bonfire, and then you will get this bonfire. Now the last one is also going to be at the rocket test that you have to access via teleport. Get your 5 souls. If you have Widow's Wine, it is also a godsend. This one you have to aim higher up than you think, and then once you have all 3 of the bonfires lit and with the electricity, you can go back and place your broken arrow and get into the lightning arrow. Now go back to the undercroft, place the lightning arrow, get 20 souls, and you have the lightning bow. For Wolf Bow, you need to find 4 paintings. The one with the person in the throne is the first one. The second one is going to be the one in the horse. The third one is going to be the battlefield, and then the last one is going to be the cowering king. And so all 4 of these can be in different positions, but it will always be in that order. Once you've done that, the arrow will pop out of the wall in the undercroft. Go back to the rocket test area and shoot an arrow, a charged non-upgraded arrow, at that flag, and the skull of a wolf will drop. Now go back to where the wolf arrow pedestal is, place the skull on the dog skeleton, and follow the ghost wolf. The ghost wolf will dig in 3 areas. You will then need to get souls, and then once the souls have been collected, you will also need to click the activate button, F or X or whatever it is you're playing on console or PC, and pick up the bones. Now he's going to come to the other side of the courtyard next to double tap. Again, get the souls and then pick up the bones there. And then lastly, come back to the undercroft and get the souls and pick up the last set of bones. Now, once you've done that, he's going to run to this wall, and you're going to need to activate anti-grav. If you haven't activated it, make sure you go to these 4 pedestals and stand on it. But once this is activated, you're going to need to touch the wall and then jump, and without hitting the ground, land 2 arrow shots onto that wall. If you've done it correctly, a little platform will appear, and then you need to jump onto the platform, hold the activate button, and you will get the Wolf King arrow. Now, once you get the Wolf King arrow, again, every other upgrade bow process is the same. Place the arrow down, get 20 souls, and then you can get the Wolf Bow. Now, for Void Bow, you're going to need to come to double tap and shoot this top part here to start the quest. Again, you cannot start these quests without doing them all separately. And so you need to get a melee kill in this area and then click activate to get the urn. Make sure you have subtitles on in your audio settings. And then you need to find 6 skulls. The first one is going to be up in this top area. The second one is going to be in Mule Kick. The third one is going to be next to double tap. The fourth one is going to be in the Samantha room next to the KN44. The 5th one is going to be in the teleporter room inside of the sink, and the 6th one is going to be near the trip mines at the back of the truck at the rocket test facility. If you have crawl space gobblegum, that is easily going to help now, because you need to make 6 crawlers to feed the skulls that you have just found. Now once you have found the 6 crawlers, you're going to need to pay attention to what he says. He's going to say one of the 3 things. For my game, he said door heart stag. He could say crown door War Stag, Crowned Heart Stag. Just remember which ones he specifically said. Now you need to go to this area, click the statues with the corresponding names. My first one was Claw, this second one was Arms, this was my Stag, and I got a tear symbol. Then you need to translate it into this one. Horn could be ribbon for you. This one could also be moon. Griffin could be moon. And then this last one, crown, could be hedges. Now they will all be different in your game. Once you figure out the second translation code, you need to go through a couple rounds and pick up symbols from the zombies. Once you have gotten all the symbols to spawn in, shoot them on the ground with your unupgraded bow, and if you've done it correctly, he will say, "That is my name." If you have not, you need to redo it again and make sure you collect the symbols again. Once you have found it, then you need to go up, click activate onto the purpleness, and then get the fully upgraded void arrow. Again, go back to the pedestal, get 20 elims on the zombies, and you now have the void bow. For the fire bow, you need to come to the top of the clock tower with the unupgraded bow, shoot this wall, and pick up the fire bow. Then you can spawn a power up at the rocket test to start the rocket test facility. Get inside the doors. Once it's done, this rock should be on fire. Charge shot it, and you will now have a sun. Now you need to go and activate all the wonder spheres and make sure that you hit all 3 of these rings. If you have done it incorrectly, they will not appear, but if you have done it correctly, like in that shot, then they will actually stay in the map. And so you need to do this one, this second one that goes back to the rocket test facility, and then the third one that is also going to be across the wonder sphere, which I believe this is the easiest one. There's a really crazy way to actually do all 3 at once. You just need to be activated on one wonder sphere. Just make sure you watch this video, pause it, and align your crosshairs, and then you can actually hit all 3 of the symbols all at once. I would not recommend this if you're a beginning player, but it is amazing skip. Now, once you've done that, stand inside of the circles and get a bunch of souls. Unfortunately, dog souls do not count, but once you finish, it should look like that, where it charges up the sun. And then again, you don't have to, the zombies can be as far as they can possibly be. As long as you're in the circle and getting the souls, then they will be able to fully get it and charge it up. Now, once you've done all 3, you're now going to need to go back to the clock tower and activate it and see what your symbol is. Your symbol is going to correspond with a fireplace. So my symbol was Big Double, and Big Double is actually at this fireplace next to the Wonder Fizz. This cross symbol fireplace is at Samantha's room, and my symbol Big Double was actually in the main area where I build the buildable table for the shield. Now you need to find one of the circles that is lit up. It's only going to be one of the 3, and you need to bring it to the fireplace. You can actually full charge the shot and shoot it at walls and will directly fall below. Make sure you are in the volcano as well while you're shooting it. Shoot it into the fireplace, and if you've done it correctly, a max ammo will spawn, and then you can actually pick up the fully forged arrow, and then go back to the sun, activate it on the sun, place the arrow back into the fireplace again, get 20 elims, and ladies and gentlemen, you have now achieved all 4 of the elemental bows in the EISENDRACHE.